afternoon to all my dear children. So in today's English class, we are going to learn a new prose and interesting. So all kids like you people will definitely like this prose. So I think you found the topic of the prose. Yes, a secret garden. Shall we all? So I want everyone to take your English book and turn to the page number 84, The Secret Garden. See, you can see the topic, 9th lesson, The Secret Garden. Okay, shall we all start this? Okay, so you can just read. This is an extract from Frances Hodgson Burnett's book, The Secret Garden. 10-year-old Mary Lennox was born in India. Sadly, her parents died and her uncle brought her to Yorkshire, England. Living in her uncle's large house, she heard stories of a secret garden surrounded by walls, locked for the last 10 years, which nobody can enter. One of Mary's friends is a pet robin belonging to the gardener. One day, the robin helps Mary find the key to the lock and enter the secret garden. So, I think so by reading the introduction itself, definitely it is going to be an interesting prose, right? So, actually this lesson, The Secret Garden, it has been taken from Frances Hodgson Burnett's book. Okay, so here a 10-year-old girl named called Mary Lennox. Actually, she was born in India, but sadly her parents they died, and her uncle only brought her to Yorkshire, England. Okay, to another country. So living in her uncle's large house, she heard stories about secret garden. Secret garden in the sense this garden will be surrounded by walls and it has been locked for last 10 years and nobody can enter into it. Okay, so one of Mary's friends, that is pet robin, it is a bird. Okay, so one day this robin only helps Mary Lennox to find the key for the secret garden and enter into that garden. Shall we all see this lesson deeply? Yes. So I want everyone to take your book to the page number 84. Okay. Now, Mary heard a chirp and a twitter, and when she looked at the bare flower bed at her left side, there was a robin hopping about. See, Mary heard a chirp and a twitter. See these two words, chirp and twitter. These both words refers to the sound of birds, chirp and twitter. See, Mary, she heard a chirp and a twitter when she looked at the bare flower bed. Bare flower bed. See, it's been given here patch of garden without any plants or flowers. There will be only grass. Okay, no trees, no plants, only there will be grass. Okay, that's said to be bare flower bed. So at her left side there was a robin hopping about. Hopping in the sense jumping and going. Okay, so next thing, in the same page, right side, "You do remember me?" she cried out. "You do. You are prettier than anything else in the world." Next, the robin allowed her to draw closer and closer to him and bend down and talk and try to make something like robin sound. See, after seeing the robin, Mary, she's asking to the robin, "You do remember me? You do remember me?" She cried out in the sense not crying. she loudly said, "You do remember me?" with a surprise. Okay. Now, you are prettier than anything else. Prettier in the sense you are beautiful than anything else. She is just praising the bird, robin bird. And the robin, see, if we go near any bird, what the birds will do? Definitely the birds will fly off from that place, right? So here the robin is allowing Mary to come near to. Okay, see closer to him and bend down, and just they try to talk with one another. Okay, and here Mary also, she also tries to talk with the robin, with the, what to say, in a bird sounds, with the robin sounds. Okay, next, as the robin hopped about, she saw him hop over a small pile of freshly turned up earth. He stopped on it to look for a worm. The earth had been dug up by a dog who had made quite a deep hole. See, as the robin hopped about, right? Hopped means, as I told you already, jumping. Okay, jumping and going. She saw him hop over a small pile of freshly turned up earth. Turned up means dug up. Okay, see, you can see this picture. See, actually this is a bare flower bed. Here something freshly dug up. Okay, the earth. Okay, he stopped on it to look for a worm. Then the earth had been dug up by a dog who had made quite a deep hole. Have you seen dogs and all during summer season? It used to just dug up the earth, and it used to sit on it. See, here Mary saw a freshly dug up, turned up earth. Okay, so Mary looked at it and saw something buried in the soil. It was something like a ring of rusty iron or brass, and when the robin flew up into a tree nearby, she put out her. The next page, 85. She put out her hand and picked the ring up. It was an old key which looked as if it had been buried a long time. See, here what happens, she deeply looked into that freshly turned up earth. She saw something buried inside the soil. See, it was like a ring something, and she just closely saw it. Then it was a rusty iron or brass. Rusty in the sense, see, iron and all, when you just keep on to it near the moisture place, it used to get rusty. In Tamil we used to say thurum pudichirchu. So, or it can be brass. Okay, and when the robin flew up near into the tree nearby, she put her hand into the dug up and she picked up the ring, and she found that it was not a ring, it was an old key, as if it had been buried for a long time. Okay, next, Mary stood up and looked at it with an almost frightened face as it hung from her finger. See, when we got something under the earth, what we used to do? We used to get surprised, right? How it has been buried, how long it was inside the soil, and who had buried it. So almost many questions will be rise in our mind, right? So she also stood up and she looked at it with almost frightened face. She got scared. Perhaps it has been buried for 10 years, she said in a whisper. Perhaps it is the key to the garden. See, actually she heard many things about the secret garden. The secret garden, it has been locked for 10 years, right? So she herself whispered that perhaps it has been buried for 10 years, or else it is the key to that garden. She looked at the key quite a long time. She thought that if it was the key to the closed garden and she could find out where the door was, she could open it and see what was inside the walls. See, she was just looking that key for a long time, and many things are going inside her mind. Things like, if it was the key of that closed garden, definitely she will find out the door and she will open it. Everything. and she will see what was there inside the walls. She put the key in her pocket and went back home. See, she put the key in her pocket and she went back home. The next day, Mary took her skipping rope and skipped around all the gardens and round the orchard. She stopped to rest a while, and there was the robin again, swaying on a long branch of ivy. He had followed her and he greeted her with a chirp. See, the next day, Mary, she had a skipping rope and she was skipping around all the gardens and round the orchard also. In the orchard, in the sense, full of particular trees, particular tree, it will be full of that. It will be full in that place. In Tamil, we used to say thopu. Okay, so she stopped to rest a while, and there was again the robin, the bird again. Okay, the bird swaying on long branch of ivy. Ivy means a type of climbing plant. Okay, so he had followed her. This robin followed her, and he greeted. See, again the robin is giving the chirp, the sound of a bird. You showed me where the key was yesterday, she said. Show me the door today, but I don't believe you know. See, actually she is talking with the robin that yesterday you showed me the key, and today please show me the door, so that I can open it with this key. She is just talking with the bird. The robin flew from a swinging spray of ivy on the top of the wall, and he opened his beak and sang a loud, lovely trill. See, actually, the robin, after she spoke, the robin, it just flew from a swinging spray. Spray means branch of that climbing plant. Okay, on the top of the wall, and he opened his beak. So the robin opened his beak and started singing lovely trill. Trill means song, high-pitched song. A little gust of wind rushed down the path, and it was stronger than usual. It was strong enough to wave the branches of the trees and sway the trailing ivy hanging from the wall. See, actually, a gust of wind. For a while, it just rushed the path. Stronger than usual time. Okay, so what happens? It was strong enough to even wave the branches also. So that much strong. Okay, next. Suddenly the gust of wind swung aside some loose ivy, and Mary saw something under it. A round knob which had been covered by the leaves hanging over it. It was the knob of a door. See, suddenly what happens? The gust of wind, no, it just swung aside. So she saw, Mary, she saw something under it. It was a door knob. Okay, door knob which had been covered by leaves hanging over it. Okay, she put her hands under the leaves and began to pull and push them aside. The ivy hung thickly like a loose and swinging curtain. Mary's heart began to thump and her hands began to shake a little in her delight and excitement. Actually, she put her hands on the knob to open it. Even she pushed the leaves also. Okay, and what happened? No, the leaves and those those ivy plant, everything was very thick, like a curtain. So Mary's heart started to thump, and her hands started to shake, shiver. She was in little delight and excitement. What would be there inside the door? Okay, next. The robin kept singing and twittering away and tilting his head on one side as if he were as excited as she was. What was this under her hands, which was coir and made of iron? See, the robin was keep on singing and twittering. Okay, see, it was tilting his head. And what was this under her hands? See, even the robin was in surprise. What was there under her hands, which was coir and made of iron? So, it was the lock of the door which had been closed for 10 years. She put her hand in her pocket, she drew out the key and found that it fitted the keyhole. She put the key in and turned it. It took 2 hands to do it, but it turned. See, actually, she took that key from her pocket. She put into that keyhole. She turned it, and she turned it. It was turned, but it took 2 hands to do that. And she was very happy, and she was excited. My dear children, I think so. Till now it is okay. I will just mark some words. Please find out meanings from the dictionaries like chirp, twitter, hopping, okay, then rusty, then here orchard, swaying, okay. So please find meanings for these words which I told you now and write it in your rough note. Please go through this lesson where I have taken, till which I have taken. Thank you, students.